everyone, welcome back to this master series on learning coding patterns. My name is Muhammad Ali and happy Eid Mubarak to all of you. Okay, so I know I haven't uploaded any video for almost 2 weeks, but I am truly sorry for that. But it was Ramadan and then Eid and some personal stuff, so a lot of things are cooking up, so I hope you will forgive me for that, and from now on I'll try my best to continuously push a video at least a day. Awesome. So now let's jump towards today's question. So after a while we are doing this monotonic stack, so that's why I came up with this question that is not only easy but intuitive, and the difficulty level though is medium, but when you will see the solution and hopefully by visualization and the code, when you will understand it, you will find it quite intuitive and very simple to solve. So okay, so how we are going to proceed with this question? So first of all, we are given with an array. So this array is basically of integers, and what these numbers are representing, these numbers are basically representing temperatures. The question name is daily temperatures, and the question number is 739 of LeetCode. And what we are basically expected to do, let's say we are currently standing here at 73, so our job is to find out the next temperature that is greater than the current one, okay, or that is warmer than the current one. So for example, while standing at 73, we can see like 74 is greater than 73. So what we are going to do, we are going to update our result with 1. So what our result is representing, this result initialized with zeros is basically representing number of days to reach that warmer temperature. For example, since we are standing at 73, let's say, so how many days it will take to reach 74? Just 1 day. So we are going to update our rest with 1. Okay, and this stack is going to be less since we are dealing with monotonic stack, so we are going to use stack, and we will see how we are going to solve this question. Okay, these are basically indices. So what we are going to do, we are first of all going to traverse our array from left to right. Okay, then we will check whether our stack is empty or not. Let's say if our stack is not empty, then we will check whether the value at current index is greater than the value provided by top of the stack index. For example, we will see, but let's say if it is not, then we will simply move forward and update our stack. Okay, let's say if the current values is greater, for example in a stack, then the value represented by current pointer. So what we will do, we will again move forward and just update our stack. But let's say our stack is not empty, plus the value at current pointer is greater than the value at top of the stack. Then what we will do, we will simply pop the value from our stack, and then we are going to update rest using the popped index as position, and then we will update our rest with the number of days. Okay, so this was a brief overview, but let's jump towards the question. So right now we are standing at 73, 0th index. This is our current pointer, and since we can see that our stack is empty initially, so what we are going to do, we are simply going to update our stack with 0. Okay, that's it. 0 is the index of 73. Okay, then what we will do, we are going to move forward our current pointer, and now our current pointer has encountered 74, which is at first index. Now remember the conditions. There were 2 conditions. The first one was stack should not be empty. Okay, there must be some value or values. So yes, here we can see we have 0 at top of our stack. Then the second condition was the value at current index, which is 74, should be greater than the value provided by top of our stack index, which is 0. So let's say the value at 0th index of array is 73, so the value at current, which is 74, should be greater than 73. Okay, yes it is. Now since both of the conditions are true, then what we are going to do, we are simply going to first pop this 0 from our stack, then we are going to come here at 0th position, and we are going to remove this 0 here, and then we are simply going to write down this 0 which we popped, okay, from our stack. Then what we are going to do, we are going to use the current pointers index, which is 1, and then we are simply going to subtract these values. So 1 minus 0 is 1, so we are simply going to update res with 1. Okay, awesome. Now let's remove these values, and finally should not be the right word. So what we are going to do, since just build some intuition of code. So this is a while loop, so we are again going to check whether the stack is empty or not. Since the stack is empty, so we are simply going to move towards the final part, which is updating our stack with the current pointers index, which is 1. So just write down 1. Awesome. Now what we will do, we are going to move our current pointer forward, and here it has encountered 75. Again, two conditions. First, stack should not be empty. Yes, stack is not empty. Then the second one is the value at 75 should be greater than the value at top of our index. So at top of our stack index is 1, so the value at first index is 74. So yes, 75 is greater than 74. So what we are going to do, we are simply going to pop this one from our stack, and then we are going to use this one as a position in order to identify the element that we need to update in our res array. So here we need to update this first index. So come here and simply remove this 0, and then what we are going to do, we are going to use this one here, and then the current index, which is 2. So 2 minus 1, so 2 minus 1 is again 1. So write down 1 here, I believe, yes, 1. Awesome. So now remove this thing, and then finally we are going to, since our stack is empty, so we are going to update our stack with the current index, which is 2. Awesome. Now let's move our current pointer here, and here we have 71. So now 71, here is a special case. 71, like if you follow these two, if you follow the initial two cases, the first one was stack should not be empty. Yes, stack is not empty. But the second one was the value at current pointer should be greater than the value at top of the stack, which is 2. So the value is 75. So 71, my question is 71 greater than 75? No. So what we are going to do, we are going to just update our stack with 3, the current pointer index, and the top is going to be updated with 3. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to move our current pointer forward. Now current pointer is pointing towards 69, so we are again going to check whether the value at top of the stack, like this index is 3, so this value 71 is smaller or greater. So this 71 should be smaller than 69. Okay, but it is not. 71 is greater than 69. So what we will do, again we are just going to come here and write down 4, like update our stack with the current pointers index, and move top to here. So we have also updated our top, and then what we will do, we are going to simply move our current pointer forward. Now again the case has changed. So now our current pointer is pointing towards 72. Okay, and at top of the stack we have 4. So at 4th index we have 69. 69 is smaller than 72, which is the ideal case, and our stack is also not empty. So what we are going to do, we are going to pop this 4 from our stack, and then what we are going to do, 0 1 2 3 4. So this 4 is going to be used to identify the location, the position in our res array that needs to be changed. So here let's remove this 0, and then what we are going to do, we are going to again use this 4, and then the current pointers index is 5. So write down 5 here, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So 1 is going to be updated here. Awesome. Now let's remove this part, come here and move our top to 3. Again we will check whether stack is empty or not. No, stack is not empty. Now what we are going to do, we are again going to use this top of the stack value, which is like this index is 3. So at 3 we have 71. 71 is smaller than 72, again ideal case. So what we are going to do, we are going to pop this 3, and this is the third index position. Okay, so now let's remove this 0 here, and then use this 3, and currently the current pointer is pointing towards the 5th index, right? 5th index value. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Awesome. Now remove this part and this part. Awesome. Again, top will be pushed back to 2, and we will check whether our stack is empty or not. No, our stack is again not empty. So the next question is the value at top of an index. Right now the 2 is the index, so at second index we have 75, should be smaller than the current value, right? So 75 is not smaller than 72. So now what we are going to do, we are simply going to update our stack with 5. Okay, move top to 5, and then simply move our current pointer forward. Now we have encountered 76. So at 5th index we have 72. So 76 minus 72 is 4. Okay, now what and it is smaller, so 72 is smaller than 76, and our stack is not empty. Awesome. So now what we are going to do, we are again going to use this 5. So first pop this 5 from our stack and use this 5 here, 0 1 2 3 4 5. So this 5 is going to be the location that needs to be changed, and come here, remove this 0, and then right now our current pointer index is 6. So 6 minus 5 is 1. Cool. Now what we will do, again remove this part, move our top back to 2, and again check whether stack is empty or not. No, stack is not empty. Okay, since stack is not empty, so what we are going to do, we are going to compare the value at current index with the value at this 2 at this second index. So yes, 75 is smaller than 76. So now what we will do, we are simply going to pop this 2 from our stack, and then we are going to update this second index position. So remove this 0, and then since current index is 6, so 6 minus 2 is 4. Awesome. Then what we are going to do, we are going to remove this part, and since right now our stack is empty, so what we will do, we will simply update our stack with current pointers index, which is 6. Okay, and then we are going to move this 73 to 73 our current pointer, and since at 73 we are going to check whether the value, the index at top of our stack is containing the value that is smaller than the value at current index, current pointer is represent to. So no, 76 is greater than 73. So what we will do, we will say okay, no worries, let's update our stack with 73's index, which is 7. Come here, move this top to here, and then what we should do, we should move forward. But since our array has ended, so our loop will end and there are no further values to iterate. So this is going to be our resulting array. Okay, 1142 1100. So this was the solution of question number 739, daily temperatures using monotonic stack. Now let's look at the coding part. So this is the LeetCode. Here you can see question number 739, daily temperatures. This is the example that we have just seen. So now let's start writing code. So initially let's mention our variables. So here we are declaring a stack, which is going to be an empty list, basic initializing. So now after stack we are going to initialize res. Res means result, Now resulting array was basically an array of zeros, but the length is going to be the length of temperatures. Since temperatures, I don't want to, being a lazy person, I don't want to write temperatures again and again, so I am also defining this t variable so that we can just name t rather than using temperatures again and again. So what this line will do, this line will create a list of zeros having the length of temperatures, our list. Okay, now let's initialize our for loop. So for I in range length t. Okay, so our for loop will iterate to all values, and then what we are going to check, first of all we are going to check while stack is empty or not. If let's say stack is not empty, then what we are going to do, and then we are also going to check whether the value that right now we have using the current index is greater than the value at top of our stack. Okay, if let's say the current value is greater than the value at top of our stack, so what we are going to do, we are going to pop from our stack, and we will save the popped element in this variable idx, and then we are going to use this idx to update our res. Okay, and then I minus idx. So this will basically do the work of, remember, 1 minus 0, 2 minus 1. Okay, so that's how our res will get updated. Okay, but let's say our stack is empty. So then what will happen, then we are simply going to update our stack by appending the current index. Okay, and finally we are going to return our resulting error. Okay, now click on run, and awesome, so our initial test cases got accepted. Now click on submit, and awesome, so all of our test cases got accepted with 97.74% acceptance. Don't believe on this percentage. Basically it changes hopefully because of the system on which, on the machine on which, let's say, my LeetCode server is right now running, this instance is running. So but the good thing is all of the test cases got accepted. Okay, so awesome. So this was a very, very simple, very easy, and hopefully intuitive solution that I have shown to you of this question, daily temperatures. Despite having the difficulty level of medium, I hope you will find this solution very easy to solve and practice. So please please keep doing these LeetCode questions. Hopefully they are these videos and these questions practices are going to help you in your technical interview journey. Please do remember me in your prayers, and I look forward to meeting you in the next video with a new question, and hopefully easy and simple question like this again. So till then, take care, have a nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.